Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Runzi. I'm an artist, but I mainly enjoy talking about mental hygiene, personal development, and spiritual related topics. But besides that, I do a bunch of random stuff here. YouTube is pretty much a place for me to just express myself and do whatever I want, like right now. Today's video is gonna be kind of pointless. It's just me cosplaying. If you click into this video hoping for some quality content, I'm really sorry, you're probably not gonna get that. It had been so long since I last cosplayed. I'm kind of satisfied with this cosplay. It's just that I could have done so much better if I put in more effort on my wig. This is how my makeup looks like up close. It's very natural makeup compared to how I used to do my makeup back then. My old cosplay makeups were very heavy. They kind of look very unnatural. Realistically speaking, I don't think all these anime characters put on a ton of makeup walking around in their universe. If you try to portray them in real life, I guess it's the best to kind of make them look as human as possible. I don't know, it's just my opinion. So that's the reason why I made my makeup look as natural as possible. I try my best. Can you guys take a guess which anime is this from? It's a really old series, so some of you guys are probably too young to even know what anime is this from or manga. I was so obsessed with Vampire Knight back then. I love all the characters from Vampire Knight. They look so good. But I guess my favorite character is probably Idol. Although I really wanted to try cosplaying Idol, but I think that my facial features suit Shiki more. I really like Shiki as well. I bought this 3 years ago, which is a long time ago, and I had not actually tried it on. I had not cos test it at all. This is the first time I actually did a full face makeup and everything on in this costume, and it's really pretty. Like you guys can see, it's really detailed, but some of the gems fall off and I had not stick them back, so yeah, it looks really pretty. I always booth at conventions. I sell my art at cosplay conventions, so initially I planned to put this on and I really wanted my friend to cosplay as Rima, but since the pandemic happened, I guess conventions are not gonna happen anytime soon, and I don't think the pandemic is ever gonna go away that soon. Fingers crossed. For today, I just kind of want to hop on and put on my Shiki costume just to have fun, just to feel what it feels like to cosplay again, because it had been so long since I last cosplayed. I miss cosplaying so much. I miss photoshooting so much. Cosplay is just like one of my biggest passion, and I kind of fall out of it because I felt like the community can sometimes get a little bit toxic, just sometimes, especially if you are dealing with a lot of self-esteem issues, because people tend to want to portray as close as possible to their favorite characters. Anime characters are super skinny and they have all this really unrealistic V-face, huge eyes. I don't think it's possible to look like an anime character. I guess the closest you can get is like a K-pop star. Like they kind of look like anime characters as well. It's just that when you have self-esteem issues or body image issues, things can get a little bit tough, and it's kind of hard for me to keep up with that pace, especially when I kind of wanted to cosplay as female characters. It gets even worse because anime waifus are just so perfect. Like they look so pretty and their outfits are so short, you know, like their skirts are so short, and usually they look really skinny and cute. I personally feel like I am far from that, and although my height fits female characters more than male characters because I'm really short, I'm super short. I'm like 5'1", 156 centimeters. That's really short, to be honest, even by Asian standards. So usually when I cosplay male characters and when I attend conventions, I usually have platforms on, like really high platforms, and it's kind of funny because I want to look as natural as possible as a male character, but I couldn't. And at the same time, whenever I'm cosplaying as a female character, I just don't feel like I have a lot of confidence. As much as I enjoy dressing up as a boy, I really want to try all these really cutesy outfits. It's just that I really need to muster up more courage. My pronunciation is so bad, I'm so sorry. I need to muster up more courage to cosplay as female characters. I just kind of have a lot of self-doubt when it comes to my body image or just myself in general, but I'm working on that. I'm still really insecure about how round my face look. I don't want to keep talking about this in every single video, but I'm still recovering from bulimia, so I tend to relapse a lot lately, but I still really like the way I look right now. I'm still really satisfied with this cosplay. It's just that I think my face could have been way slimmer like that, maybe. What is this video even about? I'm rambling so much. I used to watch a lot of animes back then, but ever since I started working, ever since I graduated from college, I find that I kind of lose passion for everything, including cosplay. You know, the only thing that I still really enjoy doing is drawing, but even that, I sometimes feel like I don't really have the energy to do it anymore. Depression does things to you, but I realized that I have been wasting a lot of my time being sad, sappy, and you know, just being unmotivated to do anything in general. I just want to give myself some time to hop back into the hobbies that I used to like makeup, cosplay, and fashion, painting. Although I'm pretty much still painting right now, but I really wanted to get back to all the hobbies that I generally have fun with, because at one point I kind of told myself that if I'm not putting in the effort to generate some sort of income for myself, all these things are a waste of money. Cosplay is a really expensive hobby, to be honest. It's a really expensive hobby. I had spent a lot of money on cosplay, so I kind of told myself that if I'm not able to generate an income out of the things that I do, then it's a waste of time, it's a waste of money, and eventually I just feel like everything revolves around hustling. Even the art that I created, I kind of try my best to cater towards people that will actually buy my art instead of drawing things that I like. So it's really exhausting, and as time goes on, I find that it's really hard for me to keep up with that. I just want to feel alive again, especially during the pandemic. Things really took a toll on my mental health. Initially, it was okay because I have a lot of time to self-reflect and to work on myself and to pick up some new skills. But as time goes on, I find that it's just too exhausting, especially when I don't really have any social interactions. I pretty much only talk to my brother from day to day. My brother is being really supportive, so I'm super grateful that at least I still have someone that I can really talk to. But other than that, things can get really tiring and exhausting, especially when you don't feel any purpose anymore and when you realize that you might not be able to generate any sort of income out of anything that you do. I kind of evolve into that Gary Vee in steroids kind of mindset. That's just not my thing. I could not keep up with that pace. If you are someone that enjoys hustling, working 24/7 for something that you're really passionate about, by all means do it. It's just that I, as a person, I really want to take my time to enjoy life. You know, I want to experience life doing the things that I want. We are only here for such a short period of time. Like, we don't know what's gonna happen next. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Like, before the pandemic happened, we don't even know that the pandemic is gonna happen, right? So I find that instead of regretting all the things that I could have done, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do right now. So that includes cosplaying. Like, I am super insecure about myself, but I'm still gonna do it regardless because it makes me happy. Sometimes it doesn't, but it's still something that I enjoy doing. Of course, it's not an excuse for us to be an asshole, you know, because when you have nothing to lose, most of the time you're gonna end up becoming an asshole. What I mean is, if you have something that you really wanted to try doing, just do it, right? I know it's hard, especially for people that are dealing with mental issues. Things can get really hard because we tend to talk ourselves out of things before we even try doing them. But in the end of the day, it's okay to not do anything sometimes. It's okay to take a break, but it's also okay to just have fun. To be honest, if you think about it, life is kind of meaningless. In the end of the day, everyone's gonna die. Nobody's exempted from death. Some might believe that we have to make it big, we have to leave a name and imprint here before we are dead. Well, to be honest, not everybody are able to achieve that sort of greatness. If you can, I mean, it's great, you know. I would love to do that as well. Well, I think that's just how society wants us to think what success is, because I don't think there's a blueprint for what success really is. Everyone has a different definition for success, but I personally think that the thing that I kind of crave the most is to have genuine human connection, you know, to be able to connect with people that I can genuinely relate with. Sounds kind of weird. I don't know how to put it into words, but I want to have a really good support system around me and real connections, you know, real friends and people that I can be around comfortably all the time. Like, maybe not all the time, but most of the time. And people who genuinely enjoy my company. Why is this video becoming so deep? It's supposed to be me just having fun, like a light chit chat kind of thing, but just look at how chaotic I am. Maybe it's from social deprivation. It had been so long since I actually talked to anyone. That's the reason why my social skills are so bad even when I'm talking to myself right now. Since I'm cosplaying, might as well talk about animes, right? I had not been watching any animes recently, to be honest. I had not even watched Demon Slayer, to be honest. I know some people are probably gonna be like, you had not watched Kimetsu no Yaiba. Yeah, I had not watched it. It's just really hard for me to keep up with anything at all these days. Back then, I used to spend so much time sitting in front of my PC watching animes, but right now I'm just so tired for anything at all. But if you have any recommendations that are quite light-hearted, that are easy to binge on, that's not too angsty, please feel free to suggest me your favorite anime list at the comment section down below. I will check them out if I have the time. So yeah, I had not been watching a lot of animes at all lately, but I remember when I was younger, when I was in primary school or elementary school, depends on wherever you are, I loved Naruto so much. I was so obsessed with Naruto, and my favorite character was, I like Sasuke. I like Sasuke a lot. Yes, I'm one of those cringy girls, but I think my favorite character was Temari, female character. I think she's really cool, and I literally tie my hair like Temari, you know, that 4 ponytail. I had that hairstyle for quite some time. Like, I literally went out with that hair. Even nowadays, I still think that it's really cool. Like, it's a really cute hairstyle to work with. I just think she's so cute, and I ship her with Shikamaru. I think that they are literally the cutest couple in Naruto. Like, I'm just so glad that they're together in the end. Other than that, I like Vampire Knight a lot. As you guys can see, Vampire Knight is definitely my favorite. Actually, I don't watch the anime. I read the manga. And I like Air Gear a lot. Air Gear is so good. I know it's really edgy, like it's kind of a bit pervert-ish, but the art is just so beautifully drawn. The characters look so good in the manga. I really like Air Gear a lot. Like, the attention of detail for the character designs and all the emblems and everything, it's just really pretty. I love Air Gear so much. And I also really like Paradise Kiss and Nana. I actually made a video where I break down about Nana Komatsu and Nana Ozaki. I'm gonna link it somewhere here. Yeah, check that out if you're interested. I love Nana so much. It's such a good manga. I did not watch the anime. I'm not a big fan of the anime, but the manga is really good. And Paradise Kiss, I love works from Ayazawa so much. I'm just kind of sad that she's on hiatus now, but I can understand since I heard that she is taking care of her health. She's having health issues, so I can totally understand that, but I love her works so much. I think one of the animes that I really enjoy was Reborn. Oh my god, how could I forget that? Yeah, I really love Reborn a lot, and the story is pretty interesting as well. It's really cute, you know. I really like Reborn, especially they have all that tiny thing. I forgot what are the mafias called, all that tiny mafias. I literally forgot like all the terms in the anime, but they're all really cute. And there's also Hakuoki. I love Hakuoki so much. It's an otome game which they made it into an anime. The characters are so beautiful. Even the theme song is so good. The opening song, I love Hakuoki so much. Even until today, I still really like the characters. I think no any other otome anime or games or mangas can beat Hakuoki's character designs. Like, they look so perfect. But it's just my humble opinion. Feel free to disagree with me. And there's also Gintama. I love Gintama so much. I cosplay Okita a few times. Like, Okita is my favorite character, as well as Kagura. I like both of them so much. And there's also Hunter x Hunter. It's so good. I get so hyped up talking about Hunter x Hunter. I love that anime so much. I'm just so sad that the mangaka decides to rile us up every time. Like, every time they told us there's gonna be a comeback, and they just kind of give up on it. When is the story going to continue? You know, I'm still waiting for it. It's so good. I love it so much. Even until today, it's like one of my favorite shonen anime. I guess I could probably go on and on with my favorite anime list. There's just too many. I have to dig them up. I could not remember every single anime or manga that I used to watch. These are just a few titles that resonate the deepest in my mind. Like, they're kind of imprinted on my mind. Like, these are the default animes that I'm really into, but I'm pretty sure there's still a lot of other animes that I'm really into. It's just that I need some time to recall them, and this video is kind of spontaneous. It wasn't my intention to hop on here to make a video today, but since I'm cosplay and I don't want my makeup to go to waste, I figure why not just make a video. That's why it's everywhere. Like, there's no fixed topic here. You can probably hear my stomach rumbling. Why am I so awkward? I'm so out of character. Shiki doesn't behave this way. He's really cool, you know. He's like aloof and cute and cool. in Vampire Night, but I'm just here like a clown. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I did all the fans wrong. I'm so sorry, guys. If you're like a huge fan of Shiki, I'm so sorry I let you down. I know it sounds really weird. Like, I really need to stop being so awkward and cringy, but I'm trying. So yeah, I really hope that you have fun listening to me talk. If you have any questions or any topics that you wish to discuss about, feel free to leave them at the comment section down below. I will always read my comments. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, take care.